Wake up, H-Town. This is Real Talk News, and today I'm with the lovely host, Mama T. And if you don't know me, I am ANCHORKID. So, Mama T, it's been noticed that this is the second episode, like many more down the line. You have this extraordinary and savoring tea. And it's been noted and elaborated that you're sharing this tea to me and others around and across the world.
Would you like some tea?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Toast to that tea.
Oh, yeah. Now the tea good. About this tea.
Okay. So, on Hudson and Tidwell, we had a suspect barricaded himself inside the Mustang Inn Motel. The SWAT team came out and armed to teeth, and they tried to get the suspect out. They said that the suspect had killed 2 children and 1 adult. And the police has a bulldozer now, HTWN bulldozer, which went inside the motel premises, and you couldn't see anything else because of the brick wall of the motel. And then they show coverage outside, and you see 20 to 15 cops outside just standing around. I mean, there's other crimes going on in H-Town, and you have those many cops out there. Who's guarding the city?
Exactly. Houston is one of the most biggest cities. It's one of the 3rd largest cities possibly. Could be going up the ranks as possible. I mean, everybody's living here. Everybody trying to move here on top of that. But cops, the cops down here, they have horses, cars, undercover cars, bikes, race cars that got lights on them just in case you want to drive fast. I mean, we got it all. But when did y'all have a tractor? A bulldozer, I mean.
Our taxes are paying for that.
Like it has a sheriff logo on it. It was pimped out to the HPD. It could be the sheriff style. When did y'all get a bulldozer? Are y'all gonna pay for the hotel that y'all destroyed? A motel or something, whatever it is, and then
No, we're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, like who did this? We don't know. But I mean, I pray for the individuals that But what are we doing? All that for that one thing. It's Houston we talking about. It's like it's crimes everywhere.
One site.
Crimes everywhere.
Yeah.
Crimes everywhere.
Okay, getting into some more tea. We have a second child who died from measles in Texas. In Lubbock, Texas, to be exact. And on Thursday, they said that child died from pulmonary failure. And it was a school-age child. And this is starting to be look like a little pandemic, with the measles.
Yeah.
There are 480 cases of measles and 56 people hospitalized just right here in West Texas. And last week we reported that someone died in Fort Bend, and then we have another new case in Houston, Texas, in the medical center.
Yeah, so somewhere part of West Texas, 456 hospitalized is still not good, even though it's a low number. What can I say is that although we did know that measles is somewhat airborne, it's kind of like the coronavirus in a way. We gotta get the N95 masks and somewhat take a vaccine is what they're saying. But this, unlike the first, this is the second kid that has died from this.
Yeah.
We got to do better, and it starts with the kids too. We got to do better. Teach kids how to wash their hands and all that, and when time comes, get them vaccinated and stuff, and get their health good and stuff. And pray for them too as well, because this is the second kid that died. Pray over kids. Pray over kids. In Jesus' name.
More news this was pretty funny though. The bike lanes. They were protesting about the bike lanes downtown in Houston. They're having mock funerals and mock bike accidents, and they want them to bring the bike lanes back. You know, I've almost hit a person on a bike before because they were in the street like they were a motorcycle or something. You know, we're in the lane, stopping at the red light, and all kind of things. And a bike does not go fast as a car.
Well, I mean, obviously, it doesn't have oil and gas, but one thing that I can say is that, you know, unlike street lights and the street indicators in the middle that, you know, split in the medians and all that on the street, off to the side there's bike lanes, which is well likely highlighted as green with indicators that show that this is an individual lane for one specific type of transportation. Many people need those bike lanes as much as they need the metros and all those things.
Yeah.
People have places to go to. People have to exercise. People just do things. People, you know, do many things. But one thing that I can say is that you literally grab a whole group and sing Amazing Grace mock funeral style over a bike lane.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And then you literally get on the bike on the floor like you riding the bike like the white man that showed you that you on the bike lane, that you entering it. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's dumb. And, you know, me personally, I did it, but I didn't think it was quite funny because we have many bike crashes and deaths that goes on, and for you to mock and, you know, talk about those things. And for those people, the government takes that bike lane out, it might cause a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, they might need that bike lane. They might need to take that route. There's a reason why bike lane is not on the sidewalk.
Exactly.
You can run into people, and you can also get hit by a car. So think about the bike lane.
Yeah. Also, we had a crash on Bel Air at 610 freeway. 3 teens were in the car, and they hit someone, and they took off running after causing a 3-car crash on the 610 at Bel Air. I believe the teens should get caught, but they probably won't get caught. And while the SWAT team was out there, they could have been taking care of that while the cops were standing around.
Yeah. I think, you know, the kids possibly could have been on a joyride. They could have been doing anything. You know, start a 3-car collision crash. Hopefully the people that got crashed into had insurance. But if they didn't, you know, obviously they want to try to seek some justice. Don't care what the age is. You decided to get in that car. You know, you gotta.
But luckily nobody died.
Yeah, luckily nobody died. It's great that nobody died, but you know.
But we're not even in summer yet, and these teens are cutting up.
Yeah, they're cutting up. It starts with children, like we just said before. It starts with children. It starts with adults taking action to better off children. It starts with children. Yeah. Pray over kids.
Arson in Waller County. For those of you that don't know where Waller County is, because we have new people in Houston, Waller County is kind of going out 290 like you're going towards Prairie View A&M University. And there's some awesome outlets out there in Waller County. But anyway, we had arson in Waller County. Somebody started a fire in a parked car in the driveway of someone's home. And there were cameras that got the person. It's not a clear picture, but it's the picture of the person that started the fire. It's on the camera.
So technically, what she's saying is that whoever the person is, you got caught in 4K. You didn't ask yourself pretty up good though, but you got caught in 4K. It wasn't actually a picture; it was video of in front of the home. But you got caught in 4K. I didn't think you did too good of a job because it's the way how you did it. But other than that, you tried. You know, I don't know if justice will be served or you will ever get caught, but hey, you got caught in 4K, so it is what it is. Yeah. I'm glad that I don't know if the car didn't explode. I don't think it did. I don't think it did because probably you didn't did it the wrong way. But you know, obviously, yeah. I'm glad it didn't, you know, mess up anything else.
Okay, and the other news, our Uncle Trump hits it again. Yemen, Yeltsin Yemen, the USA under attack, and Trump sent American Army forces to airstrike in Yemen, killing 2 people. And they were trying to get a rebel, certain rebel that was targeted. They never mentioned his name, but that's going to start a war. And it's, you know, the airstriking of people, and I didn't hear anything about Yemen doing anything to us. And Yemen just comes out the woodwork, because I know we've been dealing with Iran and what was the other, Russia, and what's the name? But where did Yemen come in? Why are we airstriking Yemen? What's up with that? You know?
Well, anyway, yeah, man, I don't know anything about, you know, the specific politics. The only thing that I can say is that I hope this wasn't said that they was going to do this before on the chat that they had leaked. You know, killing is not good, you know, but, you know, if you're doing anything to, you know, try to help out before anything bad happens, I mean, hey, go for it, but it's not the right thing to go. I mean, think about the innocent people that could got killed in this airstrike.
Exactly.
While trying to get one person or group or anything.
Certain rebels.
Certain rebels. You know, think about the people. I mean, fragments fly everywhere.
Exactly.
Structures fall on people during these things. And, you know, we see it all the time.
Innocent kids.
Yeah, innocent kids and stuff. And, you know, you see them on the videos and nobody likes to see them, and nobody, you know, it's sad. So, you know, they doing their own thing, doing what they got going on, but, you know, it's other people out here that's living too.
Okay, and also, other news, this is really hot to see. Our Uncle Trump is being protested, him and Elon Musk are being protested off of, they call the protest hands off protest. It's stretching from here in Houston all the way to Washington, D.C., and in L.A. As far as you can see, I've seen them one protest in Chicago also. And they are protesting against Trump and these trade markets and tariffs. Now, as you can see, like for the 4th day, 3rd day, we've had the stock market go down because of the tariff trade war. And I consider it, they say tariff trade war, but I believe it's kind of like a war. They're going back and forth, and China's not backing down. China's going back and forth with Trump. They can't come to a clean deal.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's those conspiracies out there that's dragging you to one side and the other side. I mean, all you can do is in America is just do you and be you and go on about your life. But, I mean, obviously these situations affect our daily lives anyway because we got to go through it. I mean, we're part of this nation. But one thing that I can say, Elion and Ilana or whatever Musk and Donald Uncle Trump, they've been together quite often a long while, and it's starting to speculate to other people. People got questions. What are you doing with this millionaire that's making stuff, and what are you doing for the country?
Exactly.
And people got questions. And then the stocks are going down too as well. People are
losing 401k.
Yeah, people doing that, and you know.
Thousands by the day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And
then we have stores closing. I have a list of stores.
Could we get some of those stores, please?
Yeah. I have Big Lots. We have several stores, the Gap, Victoria's Secret, that they're all claiming to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And we have the Diesel Company, J.C. Crew, and most of them went down during the pandemic when we had to isolate inside. That is when most of the stores lost a lot of revenue. And they haven't been able to come bounce back, you know?
And most important thing about this measles outbreak, if that strikes out, you know, many people not gonna only want to be out, they want to pay stuff in person or have to want to get it online, but still that measles outbreak is gonna cause some business to kind of go down. That's
Yeah. If it gets
hurt,
out of control.
it gets out of control.
Yeah.
But we done already had a second death in Texas, so it could go either way.
And also, what if, Forever 21 is going out of business. Then we have Juicy Couture and a lot of different mom and pop shops and entrepreneur type businesses. They're not able to bounce back. And it's sad because I don't know what we're gonna do if we don't have anything to shop at.
And if
And then you have but one more thing. They're gonna be closing Target, Walmart, and Costco. Are going to be closing their doors for 24 hours to protest against the tariff. This is getting really serious.
And another thing too, as well, these businesses are closing. These are a lot of jobs that are firing. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people losing their jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have people idle out here
You know,
with
people
nothing to do.
Yeah,
And then the crime rate is going to go
yeah,
up.
people are gonna go crazy out here. They losing jobs and they gotta find a way, you know.
And food is high side.
On these.
Yeah.
Talk about something that came from the chicken. These egg prices are crazy.
They got the feds doing the eggs now. But I know one business that should not close, no matter what's going on in the world. And that's Bluebell ice cream. Please, Bluebell, please, do not. Because we need y'all. When we get upset, when me and ask for food, but we just sad, we need Bluebell.
Well, I wouldn't technically count on Bluebell situation to make
No.
people's stomach sick and all
We need
that.
Bluebell.
But hey, I mean, if that's what you need,
No Bluebell.
you know,
Not closed down.
watch how you eat ice cream.
Not found anything. I think people love Bluebell so much, I think they'll give some money so they get out of bankruptcy chapter 11. Woo! I can't lose the Bluebell. We need that. Especially by the time they get here, we gonna need some Bluebells. Cause it's gonna be hot. And you, in H-Town, it be hot. You hear me? You could fry eggs on the concrete. That's how hot it be. Egg and some bacon. Yes, sir. So back to other news, we have murder-suicide at the Bombshell restaurant in the parking lot. An ex-boyfriend decides he wants to hurt his ex-woman and her new lover, new boyfriend, whichever. So he shoots his ex-woman, he shoots the boyfriend, the new one, and he shoots himself. He and the woman died. The new boyfriend did not die. So this is crazy. Because I don't understand these days with the murder-suicide. You don't want that person to be with anybody else or be without you. You just want to be with that person so bad that you want to kill them and kill yourself. And sometimes in cases they kill the kids too. Just the whole house. I mean, even the dog. They have the case where they killed the animal too.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna take them with them or whatever, but only thing that I can say is that hey, you over this one girl, bro, like it's 10 million or whatever more that you can, you know, always go through that is 10 times better than the one chick that you got now.
Many people in Houston.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people in Houston and stuff. And on top of that, you doing that at a restaurant, think about the other people if you would have missed that one bullet. I mean, you know, think about that one bullet that could have went through that person and, you know, go on that to hit somebody else or something, or ricochet anywhere, because the building that they got is made out of metal. They, you know, it's Bombshell. So, yeah, he killed the girl, and then he tried to kill the boyfriend, but the boyfriend survived, and then once he thought that they were both dead, he killed himself. Did they deserve it?
No.
No, I don't know what they did to make you obviously it seems like she moved on and went and found something better, something in the meantime. That couldn't have been her new boyfriend, that could have been somebody else. Who knows? Just know that he was kinda
she was just upset because she was with another man, seriously.
Yeah, just jealous.
That's not right.
Jealousy and envy. That's what it seemed like.
You have no right to shoot somebody just because you can't maintain your relationship with that person.
I wouldn't say shoot. You shouldn't try to inflict pain just because certain things don't go your way.
Exactly. And people have moved on, with their lives. You just can't do that. That's wrong.
Once things are done, ain't nothing you can change about it. But he obviously tried. I mean, ain't nothing to laugh at here, but I'm just saying, like, he obviously did something and it wasn't right. So,
no.
Prayers.
Yes. So this next topic of peace really touched me in a real way. Made me feel some kind of way. Now, I don't know where you were on Friday afternoon, but there was a young man that went to check on his mother's remains at a funeral home. You go in and you check, just make sure everything's okay, and gone home to go for funeral, for viewing and all that. So this young man goes to the funeral home, Richardson Mortuary on Brookfield Drive, at 11:55 a.m. to check on his remains of his mom. He gets in there. First of all, they're renovating. The roof is not really there on the building and the inside. He gets in, there's debris, they haven't covered the caskets or the bodies up. And, what's that, the stuff from the ceiling, the white stuff, the chocolate stuff. It's all drywall. Drywall is all on the floor, on top of the casket. Very interesting. Now you're supposed to cover that stuff when you're doing ceiling and wall. Am I correct? And even when you're painting, right? You cover up your things that's important inside. Well, we have bodies laying on tables, covered with quilts, partially covered. Because from the video I saw bodies, 2 different bodies, not covered up. And then they have the plastic wrapping that they're supposed to use to cover up while they're painting and stuff and renovating. It had bodies wrapped in the plastic. And there was no air conditioning. And you're supposed to keep those bodies cool.
Is that all that happened?
Oh, no. And also it says that they opened the casket. They had nerve to try to show him his mom's remains in the casket. And when they opened it, it was next all over his mother's face. And then you go down. When the man leaves, well, one more thing before he leaves. One more thing. His sister was with him also. And they said they smell rotten blood. Smell of rotting blood. Now that's a smell that you can't get out of your nose. Once you smell it, you will never forget that smell. But as the young man was leaving, one of the workers at the funeral home stabbed him for making that video and letting the public know what's going on over there at Richardson Mortuary, which I think was wrong, and there were no charges filed because the law says that the funeral home worker was acting in self-defense. I don't see how that's self-defense, because he wasn't volatile against anyone going in there. Well, you can hear it on the video.
One thing that I can say is about this is that funeral homes have to be to a certain point. You're dealing with stuff. No, you're not dealing with stuff. You're dealing with people that left this earth and that are in the process of decomposing.
Yes, you have to move quickly.
You have to move swiftly, you have to move in order, you have to move in a certain significance because you have to get the bodies ready. Obviously, you have to do certain things to get them out the way in order to get to the ground, in the ground.
Yes.
Under a certain amount of feet.
Yes.
So, you literally have the roof cave in, the tiles of the roof fall off onto the caskets and stuff that was getting ready and stuff, and on bodies that was literally covered by a simple white sheet. I seen the video too.
Yes.
You had, I didn't see the bodies, but you seen the foot of the people, and they were looking kind of great. So if you like, and the dude seen his mama, and his mama was covered up in that, and he got stabbed for making video. Man, I would have stabbed him. Look what happened to my mama. But I mean, hey, obviously karma is gonna work. Obviously the place is gonna get shut down because
it's
people
gonna take their business away from them.
Shut down. And people pay big money to get their people on the ground.
4,000 and up. Yes.
Yeah. It even costs money to get cremated. I ain't even it's crazy.
I'm glad he didn't go to that part. That probably would have looked worse.
I'm glad he was a good son to check on his mama when she was dead.
Yeah.
I'm glad because if he wouldn't have went there, who knows?
And he was very calm on that video.
Yeah, he was.
I wouldn't have been that calm. They'd have had to call the National Guard for me.
He was.
My loved one up in there and the other people's loved ones up in there. I would have went off.
Yeah, I would have been fighting for the people.
I would
have went crazy. I would have been fighting for everybody, every race, all that's dead. I would have been fighting for them. Especially my mama. Yeah, you got my mama covered up in that, and the smell is horrendous.
And no air conditioning. They didn't even have sense enough to cover up everything that was in that room. Why didn't we move the bodies out of the room where they were renovating it? Why is it stuff on top of the casket, residue from the ceiling being fixed? I don't understand.
So
those caskets and bodies should have been moved out of that room while they're renovating.
So they were remodeling.
Yeah.
That's not
things were falling all on the caskets
in
the bodies. No. They should have been moved to another room.
That too, but we don't understand what they went through. We only understand from the tea that we get, which is, kind of interesting.
Even I have sense to know not to leave things in the opening when you're renovating and things are gonna fall. You have to cover
look
them
at the things, the bio fluid and all that, what they call it that they gotta do is probably only work in that room. We don't know. It's probably only we don't even know it could have been because the smell was there, so the temperature wasn't right. So
exactly. And it was 80 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So that didn't help either.
And no insulation because of, the roof and all that. Yeah.
And they had the doors wide open on the video.
Like I said, still regardless.
It's very bad. Yeah, very bad. We have to do better funeral homes around Houston. We have to do better.
What happens if somebody's body would have exploded in the
process?
And so, how they gonna get their loved ones in? They loved ones supposed to be in the casket, now they gotta get them in the bucket. That's the thing. That's out of line. And for your mama to have gnats on her face? Oh no. He would have got a casket thrown at him. He would have been inside the casket, replacing my mama.
I know that's right.
That's out of line. I ain't even gonna fudge. That is out of line. Out of line.
So I have better, more positive news for our sinus sufferers and allergy sufferers this time of the year. The pollen oak has lifted, and we can breathe again. Thank you.